Today we're at Limas to do a walkthrough of an exclusive private community, a development that is unique for a number of reasons. Large private areas, floor-to-ceiling windows letting in lots of natural light. Jaime is going to take us on a walkthrough of this property and show us how pre-construction is done properly, demystifying some of the common misconceptions about developments in Tulum. Subscribe to our channel if you'd like to learn more about the rapidly growing real estate market in Tulum, and let's get started.
This area here is the one-bedroom tower. So we have, in all of our apartments in Limas, we have no shared walls, right?
Right.
So here you have the division between the two,
Okay.
and this is the the garden units all have a pool,
Yeah.
which is a pretty good size for a one-bedroom, and private garden, which will go just on the line of these trees.
Okay.
This is private area on both sides of the apartment.
Right.
So once this is filled in with landscaping, it'll be very private, very, very nice. Now
Perfect.
our units are 79 meters squared of interior
79,
space.
cool.
Our penthouses have, 103 meters on one level,
Okay.
and another 103 on the roof,
Okay.
with a plunge pool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and the views from up there are really cool because these are kind of in the middle of the project. Everything's looking in. If you can see the terraces around, all the terraces face to the inside of the
Okay.
project. So the middle of the project, we have the cenote-inspired pool with the islands.
Okay.
Around that, we have 4 of these structures, right,
Yeah.
which are really 2 levels. So we
Uh-huh.
have 8 areas for amenities.
Okay.
There's one dedicated to a gym, one dedicated to cooking with family and friends, one dedicated to just relaxing and lounging,
Okay.
one for yoga.
Yeah.
And so, for example, on the yoga, on the top of the yoga room, we'll have, a meditation area, kind of a quiet space.
Sure.
We're building in some lounges, building in seating on the top parts. In the gym, we'll have kind of 2 levels where you have some more outdoor, kind of jungle gym style,
Yeah.
to work out outside. And so, we mix between these things. These little walls that separate our yards,
Yeah.
there's no cement, there's no concrete, they're just placed.
Oh,
They're
wow.
just balanced,
Okay.
It's
Perfect.
very
That's solid.
kind of, yeah, but it's a very kind of
Beautiful.
local thing to do.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to continue with something high,
Yeah.
like these,
Uh-huh.
which I love them. They're great for kind of security and
Mm.
privacy. But here we're going to fill in with landscaping, so you have privacy.
Yeah.
But you still get that breeze. You get, you don't feel enclosed, and that's the idea of.
I mean, the banana
these
trees
walls.
are beautiful.
Yeah. So this was just our first test on landscaping.
Yeah.
It's just checking out. I'll show you in a minute how little dirt there is here. So we refill these areas where we're planting with better dirt or more
Right.
dirt.
Uh-huh.
And these trees have done pretty well. So the banana trees have been here for a couple of months, and
Yeah.
they're doing fine. The palm trees are all have life coming from the inside, even though
Yeah.
the leaves are gray on the outside.
Sure.
And so these gardens, which will be repeated all around the project, will be lined with fruit trees, kind of like you see here with the banana trees.
Yes.
But we're going to do a lot of citrus, mangoes,
Wow.
avocado,
Perfect.
So papaya, which does phenomenal. There's
Oh,
always
yeah.
papayas just sprouting up
They come
naturally
up
here.
everywhere.
Yeah, so
I have some at my house.
yeah, they're amazing, right?
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
grow quick, and they, so there's going to be all sorts of different fruits and things. We don't want landscaping to just be palm trees or just be
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
If we're gonna come into the jungle and do something, we want to try at least make it better. Have something that looks good and produces something.
Sure.
Right? So this kind of half-finished stuff doesn't translate well.
Yeah.
But I do like this feeling of being, when these open up, this feeling of being inside and outside. These terraces
Yeah.
that you can really use because they're completely covered and because of the size, it becomes a space that you actually
like indoor.
use, you live in, right? And you have
Yeah.
the privacy from the walls, and then vegetation, and these gardens, these private gardens that are separated from the walls. Really, once landscaping is in and everything grows so well here, this is going to be beautiful, right? And so this is a great spot to hang out in or
Yeah.
eat in or whatever. Right?
It's like indoor-outdoor living. Right?
Exactly. So this is the private yard of this unit. All of our ground floor units have a pretty good sized private yard,
Sure.
separated by these walls and these walls here. And this pool is for this unit, right? All of our gardens have private pools.
Sure.
All of our penthouses have private plunge pools.
Perfect. You really start to see the space and the view.
Exactly.
Floor-to-ceiling windows. You know, we don't see many developments in Tulum with floor-to-ceiling windows. And there's much natural light. It's really
Exactly.
unique.
Exactly, and that's really the concept. We wanted to mix, you know, the inside with the outside, whether it's by providing big spaces outside or even, you know, having big windows so you can see from the inside. You can kind of be in touch with nature. Now, you know, from here, from this terrace,
Yeah.
you can see phase 2 being built over there, right?
Right.
And it's completely out of the ground. That's the height that it'll have, right?
Okay.
We've reached maximum height.
Sure.
And this is what, you know, the only building you have kind of in front of you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
more than 100 meters away. And as you can see here, with just a little bit of garden,
Yeah.
right? Imagine the rest filled out. It's going to disappear completely.
Absolutely.
So will these units, right? So
Yeah.
as we fill in with landscaping, it's really a private place
Wow.
that has spaces to enjoy outside without really worrying about the neighbors.
Yeah.
We don't share any walls, right? Which also helps with noise, or, you know, your neighbor's leak doesn't become your problem, right?
Absolutely. That's great. Lovely space.
This unit has 2 bedrooms, and they're identical, right? So like twin masters. There's a half bathroom here, right? And this is a pantry. The
Okay.
kitchen goes here, right? We have these windows that let in a lot of light on the sides of the building without, you know, without losing privacy. And then this bedroom here will have floor to ceiling, wall to wall windows as well, right?
Wow,
So
okay.
you get views to the outside.
Wow.
Here you can see that we've done the digging for installations, right?
Sure.
So this ditch that we've dug is where all the cables go, all the water and electricity go throughout the project,
Sure.
as well as the fiber optics, right?
Okay.
But that's where the lot ends, right? So we still have a sidewalk, and we're going to pave this avenue. This is the 25th Avenue of Tulum. So
Sure.
we're going to pave it from the highway to the end of our project.
Okay.
You know, doing a little bit more than from the end of our project in, right?
Yes.
Giving a little bit to the area. We know there's going to be other developments in the future.
Yes.
And we want this area to have really the best infrastructure in Tulum, right?
Fantastic.
And so as we're bringing the water from far away, like 1.5 kilometers,
Okay.
and we're bringing, you know, doing it with bigger pipes than we need to, just
Yeah.
kind of looking towards the future, right?
Of
So we
course.
really want this project, I think it really is set aside by how much we're working on the
Yeah.
infrastructure.
Can you tell us a little bit about where you get the mains water from? Is it mains from the
Gapa.
Ah,
Yeah,
from
so we're bringing
okay.
city water,
Yeah.
right? And then I'll show you our treatment plants in a minute.
Perfect. Okay. Let's go.
So the bathrooms also have these kind of really cool, you know, floor-to-ceiling windows here, right? So you have a nice experience. So behind me here is our treatment plant, our water treatment plant. Right?
Okay.
So here we have like the structure that we built to house the water plant.
Yeah.
And you know, the guy that sells it to us says you can drink it afterwards. I'll let him drink it. I'm not, you know, and we're definitely not going to feed it back to the owners at Limas, but you know, we will reuse some of this water.
Great.
We're not gonna, you know, because we're a low density development, this
Yeah.
is really overkill. There's a lot more kind of storage capacity than we need, or
Sure.
or filtration capacity than we need.
Okay.
We won't ever fill this, but we decided to build 2 of these, one on this side
Mhm.
and one on the other corner of the project,
Mhm.
because keeping the water clean is the most important thing, I think, in Tulum.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
It keeps our ecosystem. It's very delicate, and
Absolutely.
all of the cenotes and everything ends up in the beach, right? So
Exactly.
for us, it's priority number 1 to keep the water clean and make sure no
Fantastic.
dirty water leaves our site, right?
So each chamber is a different level of filtration.
Exactly,
basically.
exactly.
Okay, fantastic.
And we do separate kind of sewage, you know, what run off from the toilets
Yes.
from water, you know, the gray waters, which are sinks and
Okay.
showers, right?
Sure. Perfect.
And that's what we reuse on site.
For irrigation. for
Exactly.
example. Okay,
Exactly.
perfect.
So here we can see a little bit of the layout of the project. The corners are composed of 3 towers, right? You
Okay.
have this tower, which is 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
The very corner is 3 bedrooms,
Yeah.
and then another 2-bedroom tower over there.
Okay.
Between them are 4 houses.
Right.
Right. So on each side we have 4 houses.
Okay.
But on this side, which is the entrance of the avenue, we've done the 1-bedroom condos and the lobby.
Okay. Sure.
So there's 12 houses total in the project and 48 condos.
Okay.
60 units on 2.3 hectares or 5.7 acres.
Okay.
Makes us the condominium complex with the least density in all of Tulum.
Least density.
So if
Fantastic.
you have any, like wish for better views, less neighbors, more
Yes.
privacy, more feeling of being in touch with nature, then this is definitely the project. There's 4 penthouses left.
4 penthouses.
2 2-bedroom, which are like this one, and 2 1-bedroom penthouses. And we have 1 3-bedroom apartment left, which is in level 1.
Okay.
That's my last 3-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
And I have 1 2-bedroom garden and 1 1-bedroom garden still available.
Wow.
So there's still a little bit of everything,
Little bit,
but
yeah.
they're the last ones, right?
And
So
they're
it's
gonna
almost
go
like,
fast.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And
okay.
because there's the slight differences between them all, like the elevator and the 2
Sure.
bedrooms, then, really each unit left is the last of its kind.
Yes.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Cool. And when is this going to be ready?
Okay, so we're gonna deliver in 2 phases practically,
Okay.
right? Phases 1 and 2, as we call them, or this side of the project, will be delivered before the end of this year, and then phases 3 and 4, we plan to be out at the end of March. March, maybe April, but that's our timeline. As you
Okay.
see, there's been, there's a lot of work going on as we speak.
Yes.
Even though it's kind of like lunchtime
Yeah.
in Mexico, but the infrastructure, and there is a few things that don't depend on us.
Yeah.
CFE and working on the electricity, everything's ready. I just saw the guys walking around downstairs, so we're moving along well with CFE, but those are the things that are out of our hands that could maybe cause a few delays. But in terms of construction, we're coming. We're almost done with the construction, with the hard construction of phase 2,
Okay.
and phase 3 is coming up really, really quickly. So
Great.
we plan on we basically pour 1 slab, which is 1 floor and ceiling, every 3 or 4 days, right? So we're getting faster as
Wow.
we go along and move along the process, right? And then at the end, it's just detailing, right? So around this elevator duct, right, that what you see with the blocks is the elevator duct, and that elevator gives service to all of the 1-bedroom units, right, as well as our lobby. So below we have a 2 double height lobby, and above that, this is the only thing we changed post-pandemic, right? We feel our project was pretty much kind of in that mindset already, right, with a lot of space and nature and bigger units than you're accustomed to in the room. So the only thing we changed is that we designated that area above the lobby to a co-working space, right? Where you're gonna be able to sit inside with the AC blasting, and you're gonna have great, internet connection, because we all love those video conference calls.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
So yes, but you're gonna have Wi-Fi all around, and there's gonna be plenty of places to call your own little office within the amenities. Find a corner and work. But if you need quiet, if you need it to be, if you need the AC on or whatever, that's the space.
And you're going to have fiber optic?
Yes, we're gonna have fiber optic, and it's gonna have a great view to the outside and to the inside of the project, right? Which is right in the middle of the project. Some of the services, right? We're gonna have front desk with a concierge, obviously security, 24/7 security, which is very important to a lot of our buyers. But we're also gonna have the transportation service, right? We're gonna have a van that takes you to the beach, into the cenotes, and back, right?
Really?
So you can go to the beach and really enjoy it, right? Not worry about where you're gonna park, not worry about how you're gonna get back home, right? So you can enjoy some, I don't know, skinny margaritas.
Absolutely. That's
The
fantastic.
highway, 800 meters, we have Cenote Escondido, which is a great cenote. On the other side of the highway, Cenote Cristal. And then, I don't know, a lot of people already know about this, but almost about a kilometer away on the highway, we're going to have the first mall, I guess, in Tulum, with a movie theater, shopping areas, offices, gym, things like that. So it's kind of ideal location to be close, but not too close. So, we're happy, and we have a lot of clients that are really happy about that, right? So this area of the south of Tulum is really growing and with cool projects, right? We're, I think, 12 kilometers away from where the airport is supposed to be, or at least where they say for now that it's going to be. So we're excited about that too.
So we hung out with Jaime today. He took us around Limas and we learned a lot about the pre-construction process in Tulum. We learned how pre-construction can be done sustainably and taking into consideration the natural environment. From the finishes of this project, we're very excited. The large open spaces, floor-to-ceiling windows letting in lots of light, and the fact that this project is 85% sold out already means that this is going to be a very successful project. If you'd like to learn more about projects like this, stay tuned, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.